What's happening, y'all? Jay here, back again with another boss guide in the P Overture DLC, and today we are taking on Anguished Guardian of the Ruins. Now, this boss is weak to fire, which we're gonna take advantage of. Plus, this boss has two weak spots, one on his head and the other one on his left leg. So always be locked onto his head for good measure. Now, this here is again a very choreographed boss. So learning some of his moves and how best to counter them is the trick to win this fight, and I'm gonna show you just that. So, ready? Let's go. So first up, when you see the boss turn slightly left while taking a step back, he's gonna try and slap you from your right. Guard. And when you see him literally go over you and do a 360, just hold that guard button up, no need to perfect guard. Now this is going to be your bread butter move. Learn how to perfect guard this and half your battle is won right here. And make sure to counter. And guard, guard, guard. The 3-hit move, so when you see him turn left and swing at you, you know it's coming. Another 3-hit move. When you see him turn right this time, guard, wait, guard, and guard. When you see him almost sit up like that, guard, that downward stomp and roll in. Rolling into that second attack helps you get more counter hits. You know this, guard and counter. And you know this one too, where it literally goes through you, so make sure you hold that guard button up at all times. Again, the 3-hit move from earlier, guard, guard, guard. Turns completely right, guard. Other side, guard. Wait, guard. That stomp from above. So we basically had 4 moves which were just repeat from earlier. Learn these choreographed moves and this boss is gonna be a breeze. And upon guarding that fury attack, we are in phase 2. Now here he's mostly going to start with 2 moves. So we're gonna roll through them both and then use the fire grinder. So ready? Sidestep. That beam, you wanna roll into the beam and roll for that straight beam. And now we use the fire grinder. So some of the moves are, in fact, most of the moves going forward are going to be repeat of phase 1. There we just guarded that fury attack, used our fable arts, and the boss is on fire. Perfect. So this is a 6-hit move and you need to learn the timing on this one. So let's slow this right down. You know this move is starting when you see him lift his right hand and slam it on you. Then we have these 3 weapon stomps which you can easily perfect guard, and completes this combo by a right and then a left close to the ground swings. Here you can even get outside its range like I did. Okay, the beam attack. Sidestep and get ready. Dodge that straight beam and always make sure to perfect guard that fury attack, your bread and butter move. Okay, the same 6-hit combo. Guard, 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 and guard. Or roll out of those 2 swings. And as I said in the first phase, when he goes through you and does a 360, just keep that guard button up. No need to perfect guard. The timing is really off. So here he does a series of beam attack, 4 in total. Straight beam, arc beam, return of the arc beam, and finally straight beam. That's the order. Takes his left hand back and goes back a little. Guard, that slap attack with which we started this fight, and we have a mini stagger on him. And guard as he tries that slap one more time. Fury attack. But now we gotta block twice. Get to work. The hardest move that we spoke about. Guard, 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 and guard. Or roll those final 2 close to the ground swings. Okay, this is another hard move to counter, but can be done. Right hand swing, left weapon swing, right weapon swing, overhead weapon slam, and finally the Fury attack. That Fury attack is very slow, so make sure you don't click that block button too fast. Next up, we have another new move where he stands up and stomps his weapon in front of him. And unless you're standing right under the weapon, that won't do any damage. But wait, when you see him grab his weapon once again, roll. That's your cue. The most difficult 6-hit move. Guard, 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 and guard. Or roll those final two close to the ground swings. 4-hit combo from phase 1. Guard, 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 and guard. And now roll out of his front as he sets that ground on fire, and you can get caught out by that. Another laser beam attack cue is that just before starting the attack, he starts glowing white. So yeah, we have some more laser beam action. You know exactly what to do. Roll out of it, be it a straight beam or the beam that comes from an arc, and you have to dodge into it. Again, yeah, he's gonna do that Fury move. Do remember, he bounces off of your weapon and drops again. So guard twice. And with that, we managed to stagger him properly this time. This boss does take his time to stagger, but when you do, you can get massive damage out of him. So much so that it can be a boss finisher. Now I wanna hear from you. Was this guide helpful? Comment below and let me know. And for everything gaming, a like and a sub would be simply lovely.